Simone Biles has now revealed a new chapter in her life that no one saw coming. She's expecting her first child. This news has sent shockwaves through the sports world and beyond as fans, fellow athletes, and admirers everywhere react to this monumental moment in her life.
3 years ago, I never thought I'd step foot on a gymnastics floor again just because of everything that had happened. But with the help of Cecile and Laurent, I got back in the gym and worked really hard mentally and physically. Even this morning at 7 a.m., I saw my therapist, and there's a time change. So she is so amazing for allowing me to do that these couple of days here in Paris. So just making sure I'm mentally well.
Simone Biles, widely recognized as one of the greatest gymnasts of all time, has a life story that is as inspiring as her accomplishments on the mat. Born on March 14, 1997, in Columbus, Ohio, Simone faced challenges from an early age. Her mother struggled with substance abuse, leading Simone and her siblings to be placed in foster care. However, her grandparents stepped in to adopt Simone and her younger sister, providing them with a stable and loving home. It was under their care that Simone's passion for gymnastics began to flourish.
I think you see that out on the competition floor. And then my goat necklace is just kind of an ode because the people love it and then some people hate it. So it's like the best of both worlds. And I was like, okay, if it goes well, we'll wear the goat necklace. I know people will go crazy over it. But at the end of the day, it is crazy that I am in the conversation of greatest of all athletes because I just still think I'm Simone Biles from Spring, Texas that loves to flip.
At the age of 6, Simone's life took a pivotal turn when she visited a gymnastics center on a daycare field trip. The coaches noticed her natural talent, and soon she was enrolled in gymnastics classes. From there, Simone's dedication, hard work, and unparalleled skill propelled her to the top of the sport. She quickly rose through the ranks, winning multiple national and international titles.
Beam final is always the most stressful, but usually we have like music or background noise, whatever that may be. And honestly, we do better in environments when there's noise going on because it feels most like practice. So today, like you could hear some of the Android ringtones going off, the photo clickers, whatever that was. And so, you're trying to stay in your zone. And then people start cheering, and then the shushing gets louder. So really they should be shushed because they're louder than them. I don't know. It was really weird and awkward. And we've asked several times if we could have some music or some background noise. So I am not really sure what happened there. But yeah, not our favorite. None of us liked it.
Simone's breakthrough came in 2013 when she won her first world championship, marking the beginning of her dominance in the sport. Over the years, she has accumulated a staggering number of medals, including 7 Olympic medals, 4 of them gold, and 25 World Championship medals, making her the most decorated gymnast in history. Her innovative skills, such as the Biles, on-the-floor exercise, and vault, have been named after her, solidifying her legacy as a trailblazer in gymnastics.
I've been out on that floor so many times competing, so obviously exhaustion and all of that sets in, but we still had to go out and compete one more time today, and it's such an honor to compete with these girls on both the beam and on the floor. Obviously, wasn't my best performances, but at the end of the day, whoever medaled, and that's what's so exciting because you just never know with gymnastics. So I'm not very upset or anything about my performance at the Olympics. I'm actually very happy, proud, and even more excited that it's over.
Beyond her athletic achievements, Simone has been a powerful advocate for mental health. During the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, she made headlines by prioritizing her mental well-being, withdrawing from several events to focus on her health. This decision sparked global conversations about the pressures faced by elite athletes and the importance of mental health. Simone has also used her platform to speak out against sexual abuse in gymnastics, being one of the many athletes who bravely came forward about the abuse they suffered at the hands of former USA gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar. Her courage and advocacy have led to significant changes in the sport and inspired countless others to share their stories.
Can't be mad at my performances. A couple years ago, I didn't think I'd be back here at an Olympic Games, so competing and then walking away with 4 medals, I'm not mad about it. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Off the mat, Simone leads a full life. She is engaged to NFL player Jonathan Owens, and the couple has shared their love story with the world, often posting about their relationship on social media. Simone is also involved in various philanthropic efforts, working to give back to the community and inspire the next generation of gymnasts. Simone Biles' life is a testament to resilience, strength, and the power of believing in oneself. From overcoming early adversity to becoming a global icon, she has shown the world what it means to be a champion, both in and out of the gym. What just happened with Simone Biles has shocked the world, as she narrowly missed her 4th gold medal at the Paris Olympics, settling for silver after a costly stumble.
She's still human, and there's a lot of pressure on an Olympic final, and for her to get a gold medal in all those events, so I think it just shows that she is human.
She gets to keep that GOAT chain. Nobody's taking that from her anytime soon.
Simone Biles missed out on her 4th gold medal at the Paris Olympics, but took silver in the floor final after a stumble cost her a medal in the beam final.
Like you said, it didn't start well in that beam earlier today. She came 5th after falling off, and if you fall off the beam, there's no way you're medaling in that event, so not a good start. She ran off to get ready for that floor final, and she got a silver in that. She was beaten by Brazil's Rebecca Andrade, who's now completed a set of all 3 colours of medals at these games, so not what Simone Biles would have wanted. She has already won 3 gold medals here in Paris. It is her 11th Olympic gold medal overall, and she's had an incredible past few years, hasn't she? She suffered from the twisties in Tokyo, which is when your mind and body aren't synced up, which meant she pulled out of the team event for USA, and then she picked up silver medals, but she took a bit of time out after Tokyo to really focus on her mental health, and she's calling Paris her redemption tour. So when you think about everything she's been through these past few years, it really is incredible, and I know we call her the GOAT. She is widely regarded as the greatest gymnast of all time. She's still human, and there's a lot of pressure on an Olympic final, and for her to get a gold medal in all those events, so I think it just shows that she is human.
Simone Biles opens up about why these Olympic Games hold such deep significance for her, revealing the emotional weight she carried.
Simone, you just seem like you were on another level of excitement, of gratitude for this moment this time around. Why were these games so important to you?
Well, it was important to me because nobody forced me to be out there on that stage. I solely did it for myself, and I'm in a really good spot mentally and physically. So doing this for just me, it meant the world. And
you overcame a lot to get here. We all know that. Did you feel any of those demons start to come creeping in the mind again? And if so, how'd you deal with them?
Yes, I dealt with them in therapy. Obviously, you always have those thoughts coming in the back of your head, but just trying to stay as positive as possible, going back to what I know, thinking about my therapy tactics, and it worked.
That's so important.
Yes.
Iconic moment, the podium, bowing down to Rebecca there. Young girls out there today are getting torn apart left and right, torn down. How important was it for you to show the world it's okay to adjust each other's crowns?
No, absolutely. I think it was really important for that moment. Obviously, it was just me and Jordan being me and Jordan, but I know it was really special, and it was very impactful for kids to see that. You win with grace, you lose with grace.
Simone Biles and Suni Lee missed out on medals in their final beam event at the Olympics on Monday, with both gymnasts experiencing surprising falls during their routines.
Simone taking that silver, I want to point out her teammate Jordan Childs took the bronze, and it was because her coaches went and they questioned what the judges had given her as a difficulty score. She had been lower down out of the medals. The judges came back and said, "You're right," and that bumped her up to the 3rd spot. And both Childs and Simone Biles sort of paid tribute, if I can say it that way, to the gold medalist Rebecca Andrade from Brazil by sort of bowing down to her like that when they were on the podium. A really nice moment, because remember, all these young women, they compete against each other.
At 27, Biles is even better than she was a decade ago, leading a paradigm shift in the sport of gymnastics.
Ever since she got into the game, American gymnast Simone Biles has been on the highest pedestal of the gymnastics world. From time to time, she has proven that she has what it takes by breaking several unbreakable records in the sports.
Paris Olympics, she was bidding for a record 5 gold medals. Gymnastics legend Simone Biles will have to settle for 3 at these games.
However, this time she decided to take things to the next level, wanting to attempt a vault, which had never been attempted in the history of women's gymnastics. In the blink of an eye, a flip would have proven disastrous for the gymnast. However, thanks to the spotter's immediate intervention, she was saved. How did that happen, and how difficult the vault that Simone Biles decided to attempt was? Join us as we take you through the journey of the professional American gymnast Simone Biles. Simone Biles breaks the world record. When we talk about sports, gymnastics is probably one of the most dangerous, having athletes throw themselves into the air with a breathtaking mix of power and precision, doing routines that demand mental fortitude and require high stakes of agility, balance, and strength, sure is a sight to behold.
The United States had a lot of catching up to do over the weekend in the gold medal department at the Olympics, and it delivered.
However, it comes with a high stake in which the least margin of error could immediately turn fatal in a matter of seconds. Despite the risks of the sport, many have taken it upon themselves to stand at the very top to beat the odds. Such is in the case of the American gymnast Simone Biles. Simone Biles is a female gymnast who you would call an acrobat extraordinaire. No doubt she is strong, she is fast, she is agile and completely cut out for the job. When it comes to the sport, she has consecutively proven time without number that she has rid herself of any fear attached to the sports. However, what happened in Antwerp, Belgium in 2023 proved that even the best gymnasts need more than a brave heart. They need a hand.
And not the day that Simone Biles would have hoped for in the French capital. She's missed out on a 4th gold medal of the Games after finishing 2nd in the floor final.
Apparently, in a bid to perform one of the most difficult vaults in women's gymnastics, it appeared as if Biles was on the ropes. It took the help of her spotter to get things right. If not, no one knew what would have happened. Let's take things back a notch. What could have possibly put Simone Biles in that dilemma? Well, she was performing the Yurchenko double pike. If you so happen to be a gymnastics enthusiast, you should know how much of a big deal this is. As a matter of fact, the word Yurchenko refers to the vault's entry.
Another day, another Olympic gold medal for Simone Biles in gymnastics. She has won the women's vault in Paris, her 3rd gold medal.
The vault was started by a world champion for the Soviet Union, Natalia Yurchenko, in the 1980s. It basically features a round off onto the springboard and a back handspring onto the vault. However, it isn't necessarily as basic as it sounds. To tell you just how complicated this is, in the history of gymnasts, Natalia Yurchenko is the only female to have ever performed this vault.
9.75 for her.
Metric bars, Natalia Yurchenko has had a very good start, about to begin her bar routine.
That aside, we have had men like David Sender, Great Britain's Christian Thomas, China's Yang Wei, Greece's Ioannis Melissanidis, Nguyen Ha Thana of Vietnam, and even Tikhonov of Azerbaijan do their version of this particular vault. Yang Wei, who performed the vault at the 2002 World Championships, had the vault later named after him by the International Gymnastics Federation.
It came as no surprise that Chinese gymnast Yang Wei took home the gold in his home country.
Although currently his name is not linked to it in the current code of points. On the other hand, Christian Thomas had to perform in the 2012 London Olympic team final in front of the royals, Prince William and Prince Harry. In the history of the sport, these men proved that they had what it takes. This was until Simone Biles stepped into the playing field. In 2019, she became the first woman to land a triple-double in a floor routine. Still, that very same year, she debuted a double-twisting double backflip beam dismount. Just because she was the first to perform these stunts, they were later on named after her. Pretty cool, right? As if to prove that all of that was way too easy, in 2021, she broke the record of the first woman to perform the Yurchenko double pike at the GK US Classic.
Simone Biles cemented herself as the GOAT, or the greatest of all time. She now has 8 Olympic medals. That breaks a tie.
This is a feat that no other woman athlete has ever dreamed of attempting. You can say what truly makes the Yurchenko double pike is the second flip. A regular Yurchenko pike features just 1 flip, but a double pike Yurchenko features 2.5 flips. Truly, it doesn't sound like there is much difference in the number of flips. However, you should know performing the latter is totally insane. To perform a Yurchenko double pike, you need to possess immense power to be able to launch very high off the table with your hands. If by some chance you aren't able to launch high enough and finish the second flip,
Simone Biles. The 27-year-old becomes the most decorated U.S. Olympic gymnast in history after winning her 8th medal and her 5th gold during the women's all-around gymnastics final.
there is every tendency that the whole thing could become catastrophic, and in all honesty, it would have been for the gymnastic star at a time if not for the intervention of her spotter. How did things play out for the world-renowned gymnast? Sit back as we take you through the gymnastics floor, where the toughest routines are being performed. The Save by Simone Biles' spotter. Talking about the time when Simone Biles' spotter intervened on her behalf, it all happened in the qualifying round at the World Championships. That was precisely the time when she became the first woman to land the vault in a major international competition. Apparently, Laurent Landy, who happened to be her coach, was taking on the role of a spotter. If you are not aware of this, you might wonder if that is a good thing. Well, it is completely okay and safe even for gymnasts to have a spotter when they perform their flips. However, that is only allowed in training sessions and non-international competitions, not in big events such as the qualifying stage of the World Championship. It's true that in a competition as big as the World Champions, the judges wouldn't have spotters being removed. Still, it doesn't stop them from heavily penalizing the contestants who are to perform the routines and stunts. After all, the belief is that for you to come on a stage to perform any kind of flip, no matter how daring, you must be confident and willing to stake it all. And so, having a spotter around when performing tends to ruin the sense of proper sportsmanship, at least from the judge's point of view. However, let's take a moment to look at things from Landy's point of view. Simone Biles was performing the most difficult vault in women's gymnastics for the very first time in an international competition, a vault that only very few women would attempt. The man probably weighed in on the several probabilities of something going wrong and saw the need to be present when she performed the risky vault. If we are to consider the decision carefully, it was more of a decision by the coach than it was of Biles. And yes, he was willing to let go of a few points all season just to prioritize the safety of the professional gymnast. As a matter of fact, for each Yurchenko double pike with her spotter in close proximity, the judges would always deduct half a point. This continued all through the competition for each time her spotter was present. It might surprise you to know that all through the World Championship in Antwerp, Landy didn't touch Biles even once to render assistance.
Simone Biles, the four-time Olympic gold medalist, she's been in action tonight trying to lead the USA team to victory in the women's event.
But still, both he and Biles were okay with the idea of having him stand on the landing mat when Biles performed the Yurchenko double pike. Can we say it was a waste of points then? Not really. Evidently, there have been several occasions when spotters came to the rescue of gymnasts in the sports. When you really consider the state of things, spotters are always posing as guardian angels who get not just to encourage professionals, but to render a sort of mental awareness to the performers, as if to tell them that no matter what happens, they got them covered. Think of it more as a confidence boost, one similar to that of a mother throwing up a child only to catch the child once more.
Well, the U.S. continues to shine at the 2024 Paris Olympics.
The same can almost be said for the relationship between Simone Biles and her spotter, Laurent Landy. Apparently, right before Biles came under Laurent Landy, she was training under coach Amy Borman in 2006 for the Olympics. However, she had already attempted the double flip Yurchenko before then. For her, at the time, performing the Yurchenko double flip was more of a thing of fun, as she had the foam pit around to perform daring stunts. It was as she prepared for the Tokyo Olympics with Cecile and Laurent Landy that she got serious with the vault, hoping to polish her other Yurchenko styles. By February 2020, Biles posted a video of herself performing a Yurchenko double pike into a pit, and then months later, she realized she could go for a solid mat. That was when she started to practice the vault with Landy on a solid mat. If you must know, the training sessions Biles had with Landy were equally as risky, and there were a couple of times things could have ended badly for her. However, her spotter was always there to the rescue.
Simone Biles continues to prove why she's the GOAT. After leading the U.S. women's gymnastics squad to gold at the 2024 Olympics,
Simone Biles isn't just a gymnast, she's a phenomenon. With a staggering 32 Olympic and World Championship medals, Biles has redefined what it means to be the best in gymnastics.
Simone Biles has won yet another gold medal for Team USA women's gymnastics.
Her routines, filled with moves so tricky they're often named after her, have consistently pushed the boundaries of the sport. But behind these jaw-dropping performances lies a meticulously planned travel routine that's as extraordinary as her talent. Unlike many other athletes, Simone's schedule is a whirlwind of international competitions, training camps, and media appearances.
Simone Biles is soaking in the sun. The Olympic gymnast took a trip to Cabo with her girlfriends following the Tokyo Olympics. Simone posted a series of photos and videos on social media as she enjoys some R&R on the beach in Mexico.
Every trip is a finely tuned operation, ensuring she stays at peak performance no matter where in the world she lands. In this video, we'll take you behind the scenes to see how Simone Biles travels, from her detailed planning and support team to the in-transit routines that keep her at the top of her game. Simone Ariane Biles Owens, born on March 14, 1997, in Columbus, Ohio, has cemented her legacy as one of the greatest gymnasts of all time.
Born on March 14, 1997, in Columbus, Ohio, Biles' journey to becoming one of the greatest gymnasts of all time.
Her career is marked by unparalleled consistency and extraordinary difficulty in her routines. At the 2016 Rio Olympics, she made history by becoming the first female U.S. gymnast to secure 4 gold medals in a single game.
Back now from Rio, where the Final Five, as they're being called, took center stage today. The U.S. women's gymnastics team, led by the young woman who's been widely called the greatest of all time, Simone Biles.
Furthermore, Biles has achieved an unprecedented 6 world all-around titles spanning from 2013 to 2015, 2018 to 2019, and again in 2023. Her accomplishments extend to the World Championship stage, where she has amassed an incredible 30 medals, including 23 golds, showcasing her dominance and exceptional talent in gymnastics.
Simone Biles keeps stacking up the gold. The 27-year-old comes out on top in the women's gymnastics vault final August 3rd at the 2024 Paris Olympics.
These make her the most decorated gymnast of all time, indeed the greatest of all time. When it comes to travel, Simone Biles appears not to leave anything to chance. Her travel planning is a well-orchestrated harmony, with every detail carefully arranged to ensure she remains at the top of her game. Let's look into how her travel process is intricately layered. First, let's just say Simone is blessed with a dedicated team of professionals who handle the nitty-gritty of her travel arrangements. It appears that her agent, among others, plays a pivotal role in coordinating her schedule, ensuring that her travel plans align seamlessly with her training and competition commitments. This means that even her appearances at events or tours are carefully scheduled. The travel agent is then responsible for booking flights and accommodations and selecting the best options to guarantee comfort and convenience. Booking flights and accommodations is no small task. When it comes to athletes, a lot of things are put into consideration before any decision is made. For instance, when traveling to the 2016 Rio Olympics,
Olympic superstar Simone Biles going for gold in Rio, and she got it. 4 gold medals, making history, 5 medals overall.
Simone's team chose direct flights with minimal layovers to reduce travel fatigue. These direct routes are crucial in maintaining the team's physical readiness and minimizing the risk of disruptions that come with multiple connections. For accommodations, they prioritize hotels that offer essential amenities such as fitness centers, nutritious meal options, and proximity to training venues. This ensures they all have easy access to the facilities needed to keep them at peak performance. Additionally, the team often scouts locations in advance to verify the quality and safety of the lodging, ensuring that Simone and her team can focus entirely on her training and competition without any concerns. This level of cautious planning is similar to preparing for a major performance. Every detail matters to ensure the best possible outcome. Health and safety are equally paramount considerations. A sportsperson needs to pay crucial attention to how they care for themselves. Given the physical demands of her sport, Simone's travel plans include measures to mitigate the risk of injury and illness. For example, during her travels to Tokyo for the 2021 Olympics, her team ensured she had access to a physiotherapist and carried all necessary medical supplies.
Yes, I dealt with them in therapy. Obviously, you always have those thoughts coming in the back of your head, but just trying to stay as positive as possible, going back to what I know, thinking about my therapy tactics, and it worked.
They also chose accommodations that adhered to strict COVID-19 protocols to ensure her safety. But it doesn't stop there. Simone is someone who likes to plan for everything. Her team also plans for contingencies. They book flights with flexible options, allowing for changes in case of unexpected schedule shifts. This flexibility is crucial. especially during major competitions when unforeseen circumstances can arise. Additionally, they keep a close eye on weather conditions and other potential disruptions, adjusting plans as needed to ensure she arrives on time and in the best possible condition. Think of it as having a backup plan for every scenario. From sudden changes in competition times to last-minute health checks, every possible issue is anticipated and accounted for. They also establish clear communication channels with airlines and hotels, ensuring that any changes can be swiftly managed without causing unnecessary stress or delays for Simone. Like having a well-rehearsed playbook for any game day surprises, this proactive approach ensures that Simone remains focused and ready to perform at her best.
Another day, another Olympic gold medal for Simone Biles in gymnastics. She has won the women's vault in Paris, her third gold medal of the Paris Olympics.
No matter what challenges come her way, all these mean Simone Biles' travel planning and logistics are a testament to the dedication and precision that underpin her success. It's a finely tuned operation designed to keep her performing at her best, no matter where her journey takes her. Being at the top is indeed a very intentional endeavor. But being at the top is not only determined by how we plan our trips, it is also determined by what we do during them. To remain fresh and at the top, what does Biles do differently during her travels? In-transit routines. When Simone Biles is on the move, her in-transit routines are all about maximizing comfort, recovery, and focus. Every moment counts, and she uses travel time wisely to stay at her peak. Before even boarding the plane, Simone's preparations are, once again, nothing short of thorough. In fact, to Simone, simple tasks like packing require a solid strategy. She once told Travel Plus Leisure that during travels, she used to organize her outfits in plastic bags, labeling each one by the day it's meant for. Talk about planning ahead. As she gets ready to board, you can spot her packing all the essentials: her favorite neck pillow, compression socks, and those all-important noise-canceling headphones to ensure a comfortable and peaceful journey. In interviews, Simone has mentioned that she listens to music and audiobooks to relax and unwind during travel.
Listen to music, and it kind of depends on the vibe. Right now, it'd probably something with DaBaby.
And because she's all about staying on track with her nutrition, she packs her own healthy snacks. This way, she doesn't have to rely on airplane food, ensuring she keeps her diet in check. It's like watching a master at work, turning every little detail into a part of her success strategy even before the wheels of the plane leave the ground. Once Simone is on board, she's got a whole routine down to a science to tackle the physical strain of long flights. Picture this. She cozies up her seat with her trusty travel pillow and blanket, creating a little haven of comfort. Hydration is key for her, so she's always sipping on water and steering clear of caffeine. It's not just about staying comfortable, it's about keeping her body in top form. You might catch her doing some discreet in-seat stretches, simple moves like leg lifts and ankle circles that keep her muscles from tightening up. And when it's time to catch some Z's, Simone has her sleep kit ready. She's got her eye mask, earplugs, and even her favorite meditation apps like Calm to guide her into a restful sleep, despite the hustle and bustle around her. It's like she's got a whole system to make sure she steps off that plane feeling as fresh as possible and ready to conquer whatever comes next. On longer flights, Simone takes short walks around the cabin to improve circulation. She's someone who's always ever active. Even her co-trainers at the gym remark that she's so bubbly and energetic, it seems like she's never had a bad day. This constant energy makes everything she does appear effortless. She's an embodiment of activity, always moving, always engaging. I guess that's what makes a gymnast. Upon landing, Simone's routine doesn't end. She often heads straight to her hotel to freshen up and then goes for a light workout or stretching session to shake off the travel fatigue. This helps her adjust to new time zones and maintain her physical readiness. Right now, it appears that Simone Biles' in-transit routines are a masterclass in balancing relaxation and recovery, ensuring she steps off the plane ready to perform at her best.
Simone Biles has won her 6th Olympic gold medal by winning the women's all-around gymnastics.
Her attentive and thorough approach to travel is just one more example of the lot of work that culminate into her incredible success. Her challenges during travels, but many times traveling extensively, especially as a world-class athlete, comes with a unique set of challenges. Simone Biles most likely faces numerous hurdles on her journeys, but her strategies to overcome these obstacles will be a testament to the resilience and dedication of the greatest female gymnast of all time. One of the significant challenges for Simone, just like many of us, is dealing with jet lag and adjusting to different time zones. Competing globally means frequent long-haul flights, which can disrupt her sleep patterns and overall performance. To combat this, Simone probably follows a strict sleep schedule, gradually adjusting her sleep times a few days before departure to align with the destination's time zone. Additionally, she possibly uses sleep aids like melatonin supplements and practices good sleep hygiene to ensure restful sleep while traveling. Besides, finding suitable training facilities while on the road can be difficult. Not all hotels or locations would offer the specialized equipment Simone needs. This is why her team often coordinates with local gyms and training centers ahead of time to secure access to the necessary facilities. Portable workout equipment like resistance bands and yoga mats are also part of her travel kit, allowing her to maintain her fitness routine anywhere. You know, to keep on getting the gold, we always have to be prepared.
Simone Biles' show-stopping performances across every routine prove she's still the greatest of all time.
Maintaining a balanced diet on the go is another hurdle. We all have different palates and different nutritional needs. Different countries and regions may have varying food options that don't always align with the athlete's strict nutritional regimen. It's evident that she tackles this by packing her own snacks and meal supplements. She works closely with her nutritionist to plan meals that meet her dietary needs, ensuring she gets the right nutrients to fuel her performance. Even when staying at hotels, she often requests special meal preparations to accommodate her diet. The mental toll of constant travel and high-stakes competitions can be immense. Simone has been vocal about the importance of mental health, openly discussing her struggles with anxiety and stress.
As we've seen during the pandemic and in recent years, more people are speaking out and being open about their mental health struggles. That includes Olympic gymnast Simone Biles. She was vocal about her mental health during the Tokyo Olympics this summer, and now she's hoping to help others.
She incorporates mental wellness practices into her routine, such as meditation, mindfulness exercises, and seeking support from her mental health professionals, even if it has to be online. Engaging in activities that help her unwind, like reading and listening to music, also play a crucial role in maintaining her mental balance while traveling.
Simone Biles is chilling out and giving back. The Olympic athlete took part in a turtle release while on vacation in Mexico with her girlfriends.
Injuries are an inevitable part of an athlete's life, and managing them while traveling can be challenging. Imagine spraining an ankle during the qualifying games, only to lose a chance of winning a medal at the finals. This is why Simone is seen to travel with a team of medical professionals, including physiotherapists and doctors, to provide immediate care when needed. It is also ensured that her accommodations have the necessary amenities for recovery, probably luxuries like ice baths and massage services. You'd agree with me that Simone is indeed an interesting character. Let's quickly state some fun facts about the 1.2 meters Black Beauty gymnast. Simone's journey into gymnastics started at the tender age of 6. She was on a daycare field trip when she stumbled upon a gym and began imitating the gymnasts. Her natural talent was evident, and the rest, as they say, is history. Imagine being a kid at a playground and suddenly realizing you have a knack for flipping and tumbling better than most adults. Did you know that her teammates have a playful nickname for her? They call her iMoney because of her ability to nail routines under pressure and her impressive earning potential from competitions and endorsements. It's a fun nod to her status as the greatest of all time in gymnastics.
We do move on now to our other top headlines and a record day at the Paris Olympics for two of America's biggest stars, gymnast Simone Biles.
Outside the gym, Simone is a huge dog lover. She has 2 adorable French bulldogs named Lilo and Rambo. If you follow her on social media, you'll often see them featured in her posts. They're her companions and provide a perfect way to unwind and relax after grueling training sessions. And here's another fun fact that's bound to make you smile. Simone has an intense fear of bees. This became widely known during a medal ceremony when a bee flew near her bouquet, causing a hilarious reaction that went viral. It's a light-hearted reminder that even the most composed athletes have their quirky fears. That made you smile, right? What do you think is the relationship between Simone's travel routine and her success story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more.
Another day, another Olympic gold medal for Simone Biles in gymnastics. She has won the women's vault in Paris, her 3rd gold medal.
Gymnastics is an intense sport that strongly demands perfection, precision, dedication, and discipline. Loved by over 3 billion people across the world, the reality of the game is what many who enjoy it are unaware of. Because behind the scenes, there is more to the sport than what is revealed in the spotlight. There are complex rules that gymnasts must navigate and a bizarre web of rules that govern every single twist, turn, and leap of their performance.
This is 12 News Now. I'm Paige Messier. Team USA earned another gold medal after the women's gymnastics team came out on top.
These shocking rules are so extreme that they are in no way easy to follow. But what is it about these rules that are so difficult and strange? Join us as we reveal the 10 strict rules gymnasts are forced to follow and how the difficulty level of these rules is out of the world. First on the list are illegal routines. 10. Gymnasts must not display deadly moves. Gymnastics is more than a game of sorts where athletes twist, leap, and fold as inhumanely as possible, defying even the laws of physics itself.
Well, there's been some exciting action in gymnastics today as well. And for that, we can cross now to Selena Sykes, who's standing by for us at Bercy Arena.
On the surface, it does appear like competitors can train themselves to achieve impossible feats and freely come up with the most shocking coordination ever made in history.
Now to the drama at the Summer Games in Paris. Gymnast Simone Biles capping her Olympic comeback.
But surprisingly, this doesn't seem to be the case, as certain moves in gymnastics have been stamped illegal and strictly banned. The reason for this is even more startling, and performing one of these illegal moves during a routine can mean big trouble for a gymnast's entire career. This is because these moves are considered to be very dangerous, and competitors are demanded to stay away from them. A terrifying incident happened with moves like the Thomas Salto, which left Elena Mukhina quadriplegic when she landed on her chin before the Moscow Olympics in 1980.
It happened very simply. Everything had led up to it. I wasn't physically or emotionally ready. My injury could have been expected. It was an accident that could have been anticipated.
There is also the Korbut flip, which was performed many times by Olga Korbut, including at the 1972 Olympics.
At the 1972 Summer Olympics, a 17-year-old gymnast stood on top of the high bar, jumped up, did a backflip, and then grabbed the bar while continuing into a swing. A few years later, this technique would then be banned from competition.
One other is the Prodonova, an extreme move once attempted by Olympic gymnast Deepa Karmakar in 2016. What these illegal stunts have in common is that they are so terrifying that only a handful of athletes have ever attempted them with their bones in place. One wrong move and one could die on the spot. The ridiculous thing about this rule, however, is that you might not even live to get an official penalty. Following this rule is the absurd resting elegant face, aka always look like you are in control, even if your ankle turns the wrong way or when you feel a really bad itch. 9. False mask of composure. Have you ever wondered how gymnasts manage to look so serene, even when their bodies are twisted into seemingly impossible shapes? The truth is that their training requires them to completely conceal any signs of discomfort. This strict rule has enforced into gymnasts an indifference to distress, adapting them to maintaining an unnatural level of composure to perfect their routines. Even when tackling incredibly difficult routines or when injured, Olympic-worthy players must hide their pain to avoid penalties and make sure that they look like they're in control at all times.
After the gymnast fell during warm-ups at the all-around team finals for the 2024 Paris Olympics, she continues to compete in the July 30th competition with a black eye.
If they make a mistake, no matter how devastating the cause, they're not supposed to react to it, else it will affect the scoring.